Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another match of the Hong Kong Sevens. This one is the fifth place playoff game taking place between South Africa and Argentina. Looking through at their sides, a lot of talent going to be out there on the park to start this match off. Two sides that definitely want to keep on climbing up in the rankings. South Africa sitting seventh, Argentina sitting there in second at the moment. But Humain Schultz, Luciano Gonzalez, Rodrigo Isgro, Gassion Raval, Matthias Azatsuk, Marcos Maneta, and Thomas Elizalde will be the starting lineup for Los Pumas. Then for the Springboks, or the Blitzboks, sorry, it will be Christy Horobola, Impi Visa, Sean Williams, Tian Pretorius, Ricardo James Duarte, Severi Suizwape, and Mfundo Ndlovu, the last man for the South Africans. But they are talking about the points available, 22 for becoming the champion, which is exactly what New Zealand and Fiji both chasing when they do get that opportunity just a little bit later on tonight. 19 for the silver, 17 for the bronze. And then as you slowly drop further and further down the rankings, you slowly get less and less points. So whoever wins this game will walk away with 13. The loser will get 12. Now, it may sound like there's only 1 points difference. Not that much of a big deal. Currently, the top about 6 are all decided by not many points at all. So every point is definitely crucial in this sevens competition. Whoa, yep, we're going to need to quickly drink something before the voice completely disappears. We've only got a few live streams left, ladies and gentlemen, but we are powering through them, each and every one. But Argentina, they have won 3 out of the last 2 matches. Sorry, 3 out of the last 5 up against South Africa. Actually getting a very good record compared to what it used to be when these two sides did go head to head. I've just said that Davids, which is Zane Davids, and also Oosterhuizen is injured as well. That man is delivering the ball, doing some cartwheels, and now trying to fire up the crowd. Like I said, a natural showman, the youngster. Trying to get everyone on their feet and excited for this matchup. Doing another bit of a cartwheel. He's going to do another one? He might do. He's just run off, though, so I don't know whether or not he completed the third. It would have been a big shame if he did not. A morning here in Cape Town. How are we, you rugby rockers and Hamish? Work today, another 9-hour day ahead. Says Roof there. So hopefully it does all go smoothly for yourself. We've only got another 2 and a bit hours left of the live commentary for today. It's been a fun build-up. I believe our first live stream was about 2 p.m. Somewhere around there. Los Pumas to win. They're just brilliant, says Roof. And we have got a different scoreboard for this one. For some reason, the online one, the website that I used, did not have this game registered. So we're going to try and update the scoreboard by ourselves. It might be a bit chunky and wonky at times, but we're going to try our best, see how it does end up going. But Argentina, they will be receiving the ball here from the Blitzboks. Argentina are rockers, says Roof there as well. Marcos Maneta, certainly a talented player. The rain is starting to pour a bit heavier here in Hong Kong, which does mean maybe in the final we might see a little bit less smooth rugby, I guess you could say, for the men and for the women. But the kickoff now underway for Sean Williams, taking his time. Almost taking too long there for that one, Sean Williams, but it is going to be kicked off. And we are now underway, nicely taken by Rodrigo Isgro. Now, you will notice our clock is going to be counting down, which is actually the same as the sevens. I always thought they counted up, but now I've realized that it is actually the right way around. It is going to be the penalty. Oh, extra penalty as well. Leave for the player not getting out of there. Impi Visa. You're going to have some McDonald's Big Mac burgers soon. Says Roos. Hopefully you do end up enjoying them. I've actually never tried a McDonald's Big Mac. Fun fact. 30 seconds left. That one is going to be kicked into touch. There is a random ad down the bottom. Luckily, it's too small to be able to read. Isgro. Looks like he's got about a whole roll of tape on his fingers. The thing is there, sometimes it's due to an injury, but also it's a little bit strategic. If you get a bit of grip going with those, means that the ball will not slip out of the hands as often, although it slips through the hands of the man jumping for that one, Fraha, as they now will charge up to 40 meters out from the line. The Blitzboks, it is going to be going off to the side. Nice kick in behind from Ricardo James Dawati, the ball keeps on rolling, but pulls up just short of the line. Cassian Raval slapped down from Ricardo James Dawati, but there was no clear release in the penalty against him, and that will relieve some of the pressure there. He's still got a smile on his face. Ricardo James Dawati. Now Iskro will be kicking this one downfield, morning roof, and Vamos Argentina says lose Nate, good kick downfield. Quite a bit of the territory being gained, but now it will be this line out for Argentina. I should mention this is the third last game that we are going to see for the men's side of the Sevens this week, but then we are back for Singapore next weekend. It's going to be an entertaining one. 3 tries for Marcos Maneta so far throughout the Hong Kong Sevens. That's going to be not straight from Argentina. So now this time will end up being a scrum feed for the Blitzboks. Yeah, we have just got the 2 more games that we are covering today. That is the women's final between New Zealand and Australia, and then also the men's final between Fiji and New Zealand. We will also have a Fiji versus New Zealand preview coming out at about maybe 11 p.m., somewhere around there. Now Williams about to feed the ball in for South Africa. Looks like a wobbly scrum here, but it is stable enough to be able to put the ball in. Sean Williams now goes short. Side to Mlovu. Sends the big fend into Hermaine Schultz. Drags him down, though. 45 metres out now, the Blitzboks. Christy Horobala goes across now to Sean Williams. Almost gets through. Great low tackle made on him, though, by Thomas Alizade. Alizade, I should say, sorry. Now Horobala trying to get the clean out. Doesn't work out. The penalty does go the way of South Africa. Trying to sell us flights. 20% off all seat flights, apparently, down the bottom of the scoreboard. It's only for this match, though, I should mention. And New Zealand rocking Hong Kong tonight come the finals. They've got a very good chance of at least walking away with 1 gold medal, if not maybe. I'll tell you what, I think the women's side of things, they've got more of a chance than the men do. But the men still have a good chance of being able to win it. It's just they're up against Fiji. Fiji in a final is a different beast. That's going to be the penalty for Gassion Raval, not rolling away quick enough. In fact, actually just being in the way. Now Sean Williams kicks it in behind. It's going to be awkwardly bouncing. Sits up. Oh, Romain Schultz has to try and drive it back into the field of play 1 meter out from their own line. In fact, they're actually in the in-goal area now. Big shot coming in from Impivisa. Moment Argentina just looking for the option to be able to kick. Does get it downfield. Gassion Raval with a nice kick, drifting towards the touchline. That is an absolutely fantastic kick from Gassion Raval. Couldn't have made any more meters if he had tried. And be very happy with that one. Let's go, New Zealand girls, says Blues Nate. Yeah, they will be playing at 11:40 p.m., whereas the men, they're playing tomorrow morning, but still part of the same kind of circuit. That'll be at 12:15 a.m., so just after midnight, that men's sevens match will be taking place. But now Sean Williams going for the throw again here. Concentrated and calculated. Going to be slapped back into the hands of Rodrigo Isgro. Now big shot coming in on Mlovu. Hits into the foot of Izatsuk rather than using his hands, similar to what we saw from Marcos Maneta. Now the ball bounces out the side. Did Maneta knock it on? They say it went backwards. That is certainly a knock on from Rodrigo Isgro, but they're actually going back for the original advantage against Ricardo James Duarte. That was quite a long one they played there, but Rodrigo Isgro, by the sounds of it, they're saying he's taken the tape off his fingers. He's not liking having so much. And that's the thing. It's all well and good sticking a heap of tape on your fingers, thinking that's going to give you extra grip, which it will, until your fingers get wet. And then you cannot actually grip really anything. It actually becomes more slippery than just having your fingers. So that might be what Rodrigo Isgro has now learned. May have been strategic that he wanted to have plenty of tape on the fingers, and has learned that maybe that's not quite the way to do it, because you also, if you've got tape right down this part, you lose the dexterity, you lose the ability to bend that finger. Now back across, good stepping from Marcos Maneta, sitting 22 meters out, goes across to Luciano Gonzalez, breaks through one tackle, almost tried to break through another, but Rodrigo Isgro now wide, cut out past to Hermaine Schultz. Sabibe Sawyer, Wapi caught on the wrong foot. It's going to be knocked on though from Thomas Elizalde, and another mistake forced between these two sides. It just seems to be at the moment, every last chance that they are getting, they are just slightly getting it wrong. You will notice the clock went up a little bit. I just synced mine up with what they have got on the screen at the moment. But Gonzalez, he's a talented player. Morning, Nate. How's your side going? Lovely sunny day here listening to some Peter Tosh reggae. I shot the sheriff. Says Roof, but it is pucketing down at the moment. That is heavy rain in Hong Kong. Wonder who that will end up benefiting. It's going to be a free kick to South Africa for a bit of pre-engagement from Los Pumas. Now, Sean Williams goes across to Ricardo. James Duarte picked up and dumped backwards, not tipped above the horizontal, though. So it is a completely legal tackle. Now breaking through. If he was past Ndlovu, he would have been going to the try line. Show picture, please, says Ethan. Unfortunately, due to licensing, we're unable to show the match footage, but highly recommend checking out the World Rugby Sevens website. You'll either be able to watch it directly on their main screen, or it will have a list of where you can watch it depending on the country that you are in. That pass has gone backwards, and Pete Visa receives it right next to the far touch line. Ball bounces out the side. Ricardo James Duarte has to try and clean it up. Oh, that's a bit dangerous. He tried to pick a player up, and it's going to become a penalty. Yeah, he just ends up picking up the Argentine, carrying him forward, and then slamming him down on the turf. That was a very loud siren in my ears. I don't know whether that came through for you guys as well, but that was very loud. Question is he allowed to do that? You're allowed to a certain extent. I know that we saw that one where Israel Folau, was it he picked up a player, or Reese Hodge picked up a player or something, and ended up spiking themselves on their neck. Ricardo James Duarte just picks him up and decides to carry him and then drops him. It was almost like a takedown for Ricardo James Duarte. Wins the final. It is going to be at 12:15 a.m. New Zealand time for the men, just after midnight, and then the women's final is on at 11:40 p.m. tonight. So in an hour and 35 minutes time. Thrown in, slap back into touch off the hand, and that is now going to be halftime in this contest, ladies and gentlemen. Currently, the way we sit is 0-0, neither side being able to break through, which makes me think maybe all you're going to need is one try in the second 7 minutes. Okay, Rodrigo Isgro is taking all of the tape off his fingers. He's not happy about something. What's going on with Rodrigo Isgro? It looks like he's being calmed down by Hermaine Schultz, but he just looked like he was almost either having a bit of a breakdown. It looks like he's joined back in with the team briefing now. He should be a little bit better. 10 carries apiece for these two sides. 1 error apiece too, and damn, I got skill, says Daniel Easty in there as well. See, I always used to wake up quite late for school. I used to be able to get there just in time, but I guess it depends on whereabouts you are in the world. It's always best to get that little bit of extra sleep, though, so that you don't feel like you're going to fall asleep in the classroom while raining in Hong Kong. That'll suit the Kiwis, says Peter Stowell. Certainly will, because that means that the Fijians won't quite be able to get that offloading game going as successfully. New Zealand, their structure might help them, which we are actually going to have all in that preview that comes out at about 11 or so. I'm hoping to get it out on the channel. We'll see how it's going. Hopefully it will be ready in time. We have been releasing previews all throughout the weekend. How is it still 0-0? It's a great question. Neither side really able to break through. Best chance, I would say, of the half was for Argentina, but the Blitzboks defense stopped that, shut it down. There are two people dressed as Teletubbies. Oh, she's taking her Teletubby head off. That kind of looked like someone I knew, but I know that it won't be. Now, second at the moment, Argentina sit on 108 points. The more they can get in this case, the better their chances will be of going far in this competition in terms of the overall series. Do you support IPL? I do try my best to watch some of the games, but I don't really get to see too many of them overall, unfortunately, just with the schedule that we do have. But yeah, I've been keeping an eye on it. Williamson, not good for him, ending up with his injury in the first matchup. Kicked off by Rodrigo Isgro to get the second half now underway. Awkward landing there for South Africa. It sits up though for Luciano Gonzalez. They got inside of their own half here. Los Pumas now around the side. It's going to be the youngster Thomas Alazardi. Goes on the outside to Hermaine Schultz. Moving down to this left-hand side of the field. Now penalty goes the way of South Africa. Player not supporting the body weight. Believe that was against want to say it was against Marcos Maneta. Where's Selvin Davids? He has given up the sevens. Unfortunately, same with someone like a DeWald Human, although I think DeWald Human is actually down to injury at the moment. But yeah, Selvin Davids, it seems like he has slightly hung up the boots, unfortunately, for the sevens. Someone like an Angelo Davids, who is no longer in the Blitzboks, he's actually playing on the wing for the Stormers, fun fact. So they've got a few changes that they have made more recently. That ball's going to slowly curve towards the touchline. JC Pretorius, another player that they are missing. 50-22 in Union, not in Rugby Sevens, though. And also, you have a fave team, says Daniel. I don't really have a favorite team per se. I just normally like to watch the teams that have the Kiwis and the Aussies in them, just so that I guess so that I know a few more of the players. Right, they've got time off. I've got to stop mine. There we go. Click that one. Perfect. And I'm updating the scoreboard all by myself for this one. Gee, someone needs to score, says Nov Mum. I wonder if there's been a game in Sevens history. There probably has, where it's been 0-0 at full time, so they go to golden point time. At the moment, it seems like it could be starting to set up that way. Clock is back on. Argentina deep inside of their own 22, opting for the boot. It will be a tough one to take, but brilliantly taken by, I believe it was Sebastian Job. Now, the good news for him was he's just come on the field, and RCB, says Daniel in there. Oh, so nice. Yep, Sunny Arvo on my side. Good day for Sunday footy, says Blues Nate. Now 5 minutes 20 gone. Sorry, 5 minutes 20 remaining in this half. Rodrigo Isgro kicks that one into touch. Only 5 minutes remain. We might even see someone win with a singular try. Great work from Marcos Maneta, though, to get back up to his feet and just put Job under pressure as soon as he got there. Argentina, they've got themselves the line out here. 5 minutes remaining in this contest, still on the clock. In fact, we'll have to add a little bit of time to our one because they have not started their clock as of yet. They are saying, wait on. Go like this, like that. There we go. Right, Sebastian Job looks like he's injured himself. He's only been out there for about, I'd say, 25 seconds. And he's already got to go off the field. And reigning in Hong Kong, there's Blues Nate. Oh. Okay, he might be going out to the wing instead. He might be all right. Or is he? He's saying he's all right. Yep, okay, so he's going to be out on the wing. Time is back on and we are ready to go for some more sevens. That throw was relatively not straight, but they are going to say play on just for now. In 2004, Togo Nigeria played out a 0-0 draw. Yeah, it's been a while, if that's the case. Almost 20 years, but about 18, 19. That's going to go backwards from Isgro. In fact, it was knocked on. Azad Suk just boots the ball away. Unhappy about that, but Isgro's hands have really let him down in this matchup. I think he's probably dropped more than he has caught. You can see the frustration on his face. He's getting fired up. Maybe it's best to take him off soon, though, before he ends up doing something dumb like doing a tip tackle or something along those lines. Yeah, he sold the dummy, and then he just got hit hard in the tackle by Christy Robela. That ended up really knocking him around a bit. But on the halfway line now, it's going to be the ball be fed in by young Ethan James. Oh, in fact, no, sorry, it is still Sean Williams. They haven't made that change of Ethan James as of yet. Scrum reset required. Sean Williams still in charge of this one. We've got another stoppage in play. Oh, no, clock's back on. We're all good. 4 minutes. Kicking him behind, like they've just mentioned on the commentary, seems to be the best option to be able to go for. Try and play that territory game. It's going to be Hook. Came back out the same channel. So we'll go back down for another scrum feed. And also, did you shoot the deputy as well? In Denmark, Comet bet Lindo by 194-0 on 17th of November 1973. Geez, that is a bit of a one-sided affair, isn't it? You wonder whether or not Lindo actually showed up to the game. Perhaps Kondo just kept on going over and over. Or, sorry, Comet kept on going over and over. Scrum reset. There we go. Get the scoreboard back to where it should be. This time, hopefully, the scrum is going to be successful. Sean Williams pops out the back. A lot of pressure on him. Said that it's gone backwards. Argentina putting pressure. Oh, that was a great leg drive from whoever that was. I think it was Palandini put in the extra shove now. Impevesa shut down by Alisalde. Now Sebastian Job. Back across. Ricardo James Duarte. These teams are just a little bit too evenly matched today. Neither side able to break through. Still 3 minutes remaining on the clock, though. Now, Christy Robela wrestled down to the turf. I will mention, if this is 0-0 at full time, we will go to extra time to try and find a winner. Luciano Gonzalez, though, over the ball for Los Pumas. Brilliant turnover. The Jackal almost ended up dropping the ball in the process. I've got numbers here. All they need to do is the draw and pass. Iskro got greedy, and it is going to cost his team the try there. They're only a couple meters out. They may still be able to get it. But that, for me, shows that Iskro at the moment is not thinking straight. He's too fired up, still too frustrated from dropping the ball 15 times. Big Salah, the dummy. Nice offload to Marcos Maneta. Driven backwards. Finds the offload to Azad Sok, who considered going for the offload. Now going short side. Palantini goes over for Argentina, and that will be the first try of the match for Los Pumas, and that should be a nice, easy conversion. And there's on someone score a try. There's Nate. And also, we have there ever been a 0-0 result. According to Daniel, he said in 2004, Togo and Nigeria played out a 0-0 draw, although I'm not sure whether that was in sevens or whether that was in rugby union. I suspect union, though. So I'm not sure about a 0-0 result in a rugby sevens game, but luckily for us, we will not find out in this matchup. All threw the ball at the line a little bit, Pilandini, but still managed to get it down. Kick is successful. 7-0 now in favor of Argentina. Still 90 seconds remaining on the clock, though. Chance for the Blitzboks to be able to get back into this contest if they are quick and they are effective. They made a couple changes here. A couple changes, I should say, including Ethan James, who was very angry at one of his teammates. Oh, okay. So it was actually the teammate wasn't getting off the field quick enough for Ethan James' liking. And Argentina to win sheer talent. Oh, Pilandini going to be kicking this one off. Let's go, Bach. Says Alta. Kicks the ball relatively long down towards the 22. Nicely taken, picked up, and put down. It was the youngster Ethan James. It's on debut for this leg of the Sevens. South Africa deep inside of their own area. Now it's going to be a great step there. Going close. Maybe it's going to be a foot race. Can he end up winning it? I think, he's getting close as Mail. Just gets wrestled down, keeps himself in the field of play. Now it was in touch, but Marcos Maneta had ripped it away by then. Argentina trying to go for their back line. Luciano Gonzalez, if I was him, I would have kicked that one. Looks like extremely deep inside of their own area. Might have been a better option than having South Africa get the turnover. Yep, they've got the turnover right there in front of the post. So they made that mistake. Duarte steps and scores for South Africa. We might have another game going to golden point time here. 5 points to 7. That's a very loud buzzer, isn't it? So we won't set that back up. In the 2015 Sevens game, Belgium team won 356-3, running in 56 tries. Well, I'm glad the other team got the 3-pointer just in case. In 1977 was the last time a 4 team had a 1-2 at Bathurst. And also Alo Stranger Opal as well, long time no see, Alta. Now, is the kick going to be successful? We've just heard the full-time siren. If this kick goes over, we go to golden point time. If it misses, which it does, the end of the game. Time off, though. We do have time for one more play, ladies and gentlemen. And that means that there has to be a winner. There is no way to draw from here. It's either going to be Argentina, who will be receiving this kickoff from Ricardo James Duarte, or it will be the Blitzboks if they can retain their own kickoff. And everyone, maybe Bot can do something in the wet. And also, Roof, have you not paid the power bill yet? Says Stephen there. And having load shedding from 12 to 2 p.m. at the moment. Anita. Right, South Africa need to retain this ball to have a chance. Taking his time. You don't want to take too long. If he ends up getting timed out, it would be a bit of a mistake. Kicks it short. Head-butted by the Argentine. Puts it into touch. And that's going to be the end of the game. That is something we have never seen before that I know of in sevens. The ball went straight into his head. And he just headed it into touch. And also, did you catch some of the cricket this afternoon? I did. I got to see some of the Super Over. which unfortunately didn't quite go their way. But yeah, a headbutt to put the ball into touch to take out the win. Now, that's kind of interesting. I'm not going to say you shouldn't do it, right? But I'm just thinking about the rules of the sevens. I guess headbutting's fine, but you're not allowed to pass the ball into touch on purpose. You're allowed to kick it into touch on purpose. You're not allowed to pass it into touch on purpose. So I assume heading's probably not in the rule book. So he's got away with a little bit of a wild card in there, I guess you could say. But he's got it. And a header. Yeah, it was a good header as well. He's celebrating like he scored the goal. Messi in the World Cup 2.0, Azartuk in the sevens. Yeah, that is something you don't expect to see every day. And the crowd absolutely loved it. Alan Falcon hits strike the head, says Blues Nate. Nonetheless, it is going to be the end of this live stream. Can you shoulder it out? Shoulder, I'm not sure about because I think shoulder counts as a knock on. No, shoulder's fine. Shoulder's not a knock on, is it? So it's a weird one. But yeah, I just know about the fact DJ Soda is in the house. She is dressed like an amphibian. She is excited for this one. Why were you not at the South Canterbury cricket thing? Says Daniel Easty. Is in like the South Canterbury cricket breakup. Daniel, I'm actually not in any South Canterbury sides or anything along those lines. I'm only in the Waimate one. Nonetheless, I think we are almost at the end of this live stream. And who's that woman? She is DJ Soda. Like the beverage, DJ Soda, those dodgy handling errors. Like the Vaseline off, guys. It's too slippery. Hamish Rocket, baby. Where's George? George is at home, probably sleeping at the moment. Oh, it's only 10:22. Reason he didn't come in for the for the rugby live stream this afternoon was because he said he had some stuff to get done on Farming Simulator. He had to get a field plowed, he said, so that was why he was missing. DJ Soda still waiting for her opportunity to do the DJing. She's got a microphone now. Is this mic mine? She's saying, yes, it is. And unbelievable what difference rain makes. If you got the candles, I've got the pillows. Says Stephen there. But nonetheless, do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, sure leave a like and subscribe. I will see you all back for the men's final and the women's final. Is he studying agriculture, George? No, he just really likes Farming Simulator. So he decided that was the way he was going to be going. But he does work in agriculture. Right, it looks like she is going to emerge now from the tunnel. On the walkout. And also know it's like for all the teams and all grades, says Daniel. I didn't actually get told about what time it was. I just knew that it was on a Sunday for this one. But yeah, I believe at this stage when it was on, we were probably live streaming. We've been live streaming since 2 p.m. this afternoon, getting right through to about 12. Thank you. Can I cry now? Says Alton. Not yet. Because there's always next week, Singapore just around the corner. And we are going to be doing that one as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, sure leave a like and subscribe. I will see you all for the next one. Be sure to check out the preview that we have got coming up on the channel for Fiji versus New Zealand in not too much time at all. I will see you all for the next one.